Iowa leading Oklahoma State 10-0 following that pin from Austin to Sandswood, 133. Max Murin coming off that big win against Mitch McKee of Minnesota last Saturday night. Toes the line for the Hawkeyes, Dusty Hone in the orange singlet of Oklahoma State. I love these two traditional singlets, Jim.
Beautiful shot right there by Murin. And Shane, I think there's a breakthrough last week with Max Murin. The offense that he showed in that match late in the period, in third period here to get the win, and also in the overtime. I mean, his shots were crisp, and he came off a little bit of layup, but he looked like he was in the best form I've seen him all year.
Quick takedown from Murin, ranked number 3 in the country.
Got that grip, man.
Out of Evansburg, Pennsylvania. 4-time placer, 2-time Pennsylvania state champion. 2-1, 50 seconds in. Hone from Cedar City, Utah. Wrestled for his father, Chris, won 4 state titles. Really good athlete, wrestling, football, track as well. Talking to head coach John Smith, just a high-effort guy. He was a walk-on, very disciplined. Works hard. He's shown himself well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of strength, you know, good range on him. Doesn't really have a really go-to shot right at this point in his career. You know, they can go ahead and hit on just about anybody. But again, it'll be interesting to see how Murin, he has the ability to pick a guy apart, and there he gets active with his lower body. Once he gets in on a shot, nice job of dumping that back, settling on the leg, getting back to his feet, anticipating the roll through with a great sprawl, and he gets the 2.
Second takedown of the period here for Murin, leads it 4-1. Murin winning the Midlands.
I just like how active his lower body is once he gets to a leg. Back through, nice switch attempt there by Hone. Murin able to get his head up off that switch position.
Murin's only loss was to Chad Redd of Nebraska. That was 6-2. Missed a little bit of time this season.
In the middle.
Seems to be a guy, Jim, picking up some steam at the right time of year.
No doubt about it. I mean, his steam, I mean, he's got the 3 rankings so far. You know, I don't know if that's going to translate in NCAA seeds. We'll see how a lot of it depends on what happens in the Big Ten. But again, what I like is I see that you can't snap him down because he shoots right into your leg, and he follows it up with good activity on the finish. And beautiful finish there when he anticipated the roll through and sprawled.
Hone had won 4 straight before dropping a 4-3 decision to Dom Demas of Oklahoma at Bedlam. 18-7. Redshirt junior. 4-2 match, 15 seconds here in the first period.
You know, for a guy who's so square in his stance, he gets to the legs a lot, and I think a lot of times he does just a great job of, I'm talking about Murin. Let's take a look at the replay of this second takeout. I thought it was really beautiful here. He's on the leg right there. Now watch him anticipate the roll through. Watch what he does. Roll through comes, gets his feet back, just like he was getting shot in on right there. Good sprawl. Been waiting for that technique to show up for the last 10 years.
Hone starts period on bottom, quickly to his feet. Return from the Hawkeye Murin. Goes to work on top. He has riding time over a minute.
Pretty fair wrestler in the top position. Good job with that switch by Hone. He doesn't really even, he's not looking for a leg when he switches. He's looking to go ahead and create hip distance. Gets the good crisp escape. So Hone with the 3 escapes still in it. And just like that, he got the stall warning.
First against the Cowboy. Murin, one of those guys, Jim, and you can tell when you look at his face, it is all beat up. He leads with his head. A lot of really hard forehead-to-forehead positions.
Yeah, you're right.
Murin with an underhook left side. Now switches direction and gets another takedown, his 3rd.
Yeah, they're very similar to what we saw with the match with DeSanto with that little whip over.
two winningest programs in college wrestling history.
Improve here.
Combined for 57 NCAA championships. Oklahoma State with 34, Iowa with 23. Cowboys lead this all-time series 29-22. They have tied twice. 34 seconds off this restart.
Got a stalling warning. Keep working on her. Head in the middle.
Little elevator attempt there for Hone, trying to get his a little more hip distance out to see if he can go ahead and come back to his feet, which he does. I don't think Murin stayed with him that long on that. Feels comfortable on his feet, but again, with short time.
Hone down just by 2.
Yeah, now near on far leg. But look at the activity of the lower body right there. Driving through. A lot of steps.
Takedown with 6 seconds left to close the period. Murin leads at 8-4. Tonight, State Farm, a state of success. These two programs, 57 combined NCAA championships. The rest of the NCAA, 33. Believe it's been a total of 12 teams that have captured those team titles,
including Cornell University, which is just right up the road.
Murin winning this match on his feet with 4 takedowns and riding time nearing 2 minutes. Shot there by Hone, but crunched underneath on his shoelaces into the hips of the Hawkeye Murin.
Yeah, you notice the difference between the two wrestlers. One finishes and the other doesn't, because you got to just get active with your lower body. Something's going to open up right there if you keep driving.
Murin was 7th at the Big Ten Championships last year, and he's got a cradle locked up. The Hawkeyes looking for another pin.
What's that mean? What's that mean?
Hone did a nice job of getting out of it, but he's having all types of difficulty with that front headlock whip over position.
4 near fall makes it 14-4.
We got blood. Blood.
Yeah, let's take a look at the whip over to that cradle right there. It actually just circles around and gets to the cradle. Fake the whip over and then circles one direction.
Hone fortunate to get out of this one.
Yeah.
Max Murin, there you see Tom Brands in the yellow shirt. Terry to the right.
And Shane, we talked about this before, but it's so good to see guys just go out there and empty the gas tank this time of year. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for guys that go out there and give it everything they have. Their conditioning levels at a high rate. They can go with the solid 7. They're not trying to play, camp out in any position, and that's what you're starting to see from Murin, and that builds huge confidence. And if you're always firing out there in front of a crowd, even if you get down by 4 points in a match later on in the year, you can come back because you've got the goods. You got the gas tank.
Good shot there at Murin's face, as I was referring to earlier. That is like a battle shield. 1 minute here in the third. Big Ten championships in 2 weeks in Piscataway. Final duel of the season for the Hawkeyes.
Cannot wait for that tournament. It's just going to be so fun.
Best weekend of the year. What a year it's been here in the Big Ten. Riding time locked up. Iowa looking for more bonus points. They got him at 25 and 33. Murin looking to add here at 141.
That's interesting. The referee was giving a count there, but then the action really didn't change, and he stopped it with a stalemate. So
Green on.
Look at the men in orange off the bench.
1.
Quick ankle pick off the whistle there from Murin.
Solid match again. Emptying the tank right there for Murin. Really rounding into tournament form.
Max Murin for the Hawkeyes gets the victory here tonight. A major decision. And the Hawkeyes go out in front 14-0 on the team scoreboard. Saw Dan Gable. Has to love what he's seeing.
He's seen it before. He's had several teams that had this type of ability.